Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hi, you guys. Good evening. It is actually kind of late for me to be doing a spread, but I've been busy today. Hope you guys had a good day. It seems like whenever I have a doctor's appointment or something goes on, it seems like it just eats up my whole day. So anyways, finally made it to the table, and I got an email asking whether or not I would do a spread on how Markle is feeling about Catherine's big 40th birthday, getting all the praise and adulation and beautiful messages from, you know, world leaders probably and celebrity, just people all over, just giving warm birthday wishes and, you know, really glowing compliments in all due respects, and she's deserving of it. So let's find out. I'm pretty certain she had to have been not too pleased, to say the least. So let's find out. Markle, and how you felt about her big 40, Catherine's big 40. How did Markle feel? How did Markle feel about Catherine's big 40th birthday and glowing compliments and comments? How did she feel on that day? How did Markle feel about seeing and reading all that? How did Markle feel about seeing and reading all that? How did she feel about seeing and reading all that? Okay, here we go. Oh, there goes the boys and the girl. Something must be going on out there. There we go. They are something else. Okie dokie. We're going to do the 10 card spread. And we'll just start with these first because I have a tendency to knock them on this slippery black table. And so I don't want to knock anything, so I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm going to pull the rest. So here we go. First, I will get the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck, we do have Page of Wands in reverse. Lo and behold, and underneath it, Untapped Talent, the Magician in reverse. Yeah, so I would say Markle feels like quite possibly Catherine's untapped talent, or, you know, herself, actually is reality. I would say Markle is the untapped talent and being able to manifest what she wants, because it's the Magician in reverse, flanked here under the deck on a subconscious level with the Page of Wands in reverse. So it was negative news to her, a negative message to her. She absolutely hated it. It was not good news, as we figure, right? We knew she wouldn't like it. And it just lowered, she just felt lowered energy. It felt draining, emotionally draining, and no blue skies for her. A cloudy, dark day, and feeling very disappointed, I would say. This guy, as you can see, he looks very irritated that he doesn't have the growth that you know, Catherine's had. With this wand in reverse here, it's a lack of growth. There's absolutely no growth on this card whatsoever. It's dead. It's just completely dead. She was never able to manifest this kind of loving adulation that Catherine gets. She can never make it happen. That's how I see it. And so, yes, very negative, very bad news. A very bad news day for her. She hated all those positive messages. Absolutely hated it, as we figured. And let's get these two cards here. So the primary situation in the spread here is the Seven of Cups, upright. So she knows that Catherine has all kinds of opportunities. Opportunities galore is at her fingertips. Markle walked away from it. And so I think that made her feel kind of like this guy, laying down in bed, just worn out and exhausted because she's run out of options. Markle has run out of options. So she was focused on the options that Catherine has that she no longer has. Those options have been stripped from her since she walked. And then I would say the most challenging position for her is the Seven of Swords in reverse, which is really interesting because the Seven of Swords is my antisocial personality disordered card. It is the person who's the liar. This is a liar card. This is intellectual theft card. This is deceit and losses card. And this is in a punishment position in reverse. She's feeling like she should make amends. How interesting is that? She wants to make amends. You gotta be kidding me. But we know what a liar she is. That's the liar card. It's wanting to do things differently, trying to see things and do things differently. And it didn't work for her. That's why she walked, because they kept telling her no. And she was so jealous over the fact that she was not the queen consort. And she just couldn't stand it. So that's really why we know why she left. But it's in the reversal position, so she wants healing. She literally does want to make some amends. But that's her challenging position, and she doesn't know how she's going to make that happen. How do you make that happen when they still have book deals that they have to fulfill? Spotify, they're going to fulfill, apparently, allegedly. They're putting it out that they're going to be producers, big-time producers. That's what they're saying now. We're going to be big-time producers. Jeez, you got to be kidding me. So they're very deluded. They think they're still going to pump out this work. Markle says she's going to put out a book, and she's waiting till Harry's to see how Harry's does. Well, her first book didn't work out. I don't think Harry's will. And so I don't think hers will come out, bottom line. So, yeah, she just wants to make amends, And they will not make amends. I can guarantee you, William is never going to make amends. Here we go, at least not with her. He called her the bloody woman when she was out there, when Harry was out there the last time. He was referring to Markle as the bloody woman. It just came out today. So anyways, here we go. So the main focus of the situation and how she felt about Catherine was the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, expansion. So it took a team to get that photograph going. She had a whole team working on that photo. A lot was put into it. And she kind of admired it. There was some admiration there that it was accomplished in such a good, nice way. They did not falter. They did not falter in the outcome of it. It came out being positive. What else can I say about the Three of Pentacles? It is perseverance. And she sees that she is a very perseverant woman. And she always seems to persevere. Regardless of what Markle does, to take her down, she perseveres. Very good, very good. Hidden energy. The hidden energy, what's going underneath the surface is that we don't know. Markle was trying to be happy. Actually, she was trying to be happy and seed new situations. I would say she's trying to seed a recovery. She's trying to seed a recovery because she does not have the Seven of Cups. She does not have the options. She knows she's running out of options. So I think she's trying to seed something. She's trying to seed and grow something. She's planning her next moves, I would say. So I wouldn't say she was so happy about her, but planning, seeding, and trying to grow. She's conjuring up something so that she can grow because she's in competition. Markle's very, very competitive. And I don't think she even realizes just how competitive she is. I think it's very unconscious, and she's not self-aware. But she is, if someone does something good, then she's going to try and top it. So that's why this is the hidden energy. She's going to try and do something to top her, and she's seeding something. She's got something up her sleeve, in essence. Here we go. So here we go for this position here is the past position. So this is the fifth position, the past influences. Past influence is the Eight of Cups. She could not overcome jealousy, emotional jealousy. She was trying to overcome emotional jealousy because it is upright. All the eights is a lot of jealousy there. And what else can I say about Eight of Cups? It's in the upright, so she feels like she's in an emotional swamp. She felt like she was in an emotional swamp. Being there and being underneath Catherine felt like, as she said in her own words, it was almost, quote unquote, as her words, unsurvivable and quote unquote soul crushing. It was soul crushing. So that's what this car is. It was soul crushing. Total, absolute jealousy. And deep, deep emotional jealousy. It felt like mountains to climb, and she was never going to be able to overcome it. Yeah, and it's just making drastic decisions, and that's why she made such a drastic decision. And she did. She made a very drastic decision, and her decision was to leave. Then the next one for the future here, we have here is the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. So with the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, we have here total mental blocks. We have cruelty. There's no conquest. She did not beat her out. She realizes I cannot beat her out. She's got this teamwork, expansion. I just cannot beat her because she's perseverance here. Markle doesn't have that kind of level of perseverance, and because Markle has mental blocks, and she's got that cruelty, and she's very guarded. So she's feeling very, very guarded, very probably slighted, narcissist injury, and bruised ego, I would say. And she's going to turn to cruelty with her seeding situation that she's got under the surface, where she's trying to take over and highlight and make herself look happy and abundant, is what she's going to try and do. So she's going to pull something out of the sleeve there. A little narcissist handbag trick is what she's going to do. So let's get some more. I'm going to push these over here. And then this position here is the decision in the situation for Markle is she wants to beat her out. She wants to win. It's another narcissist card because they are so consumed with winning, 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 winning. I have to win at all costs. So that's a decision. So she is seeding something to look like the winner. So that she's also probably going to try and make it look like she's trying to make amends. But we all know it's because she does not have a Seven of Cups. She does not have any options. Her options are burned out. She is out. And she's out. She's completely losing the game. But she's going to try and make it look like she's winning the game. And she's going to try and win people over, too. Make some kind of attempt. She's going to probably put out some feelers, but they're probably going to fall short and they're going to fall flat, which is probably going to put her in a, more than likely, the way it usually works out with these types of brains, is then she will become a Knight of Swords in reverse, or a Page of Swords in reverse, going to get super cruel, or the King of Swords in reverse. Total cruelty is what she's going to do because she's already starting it with this Eight of Swords. So she's going to go to all-out war. She's going to become that warmonger is what she's going to end up doing when this doesn't work out, when she tries to make any kind of little amends whatsoever. So this next position here, this one here is the 8th position. The 8th position is the outside influences. So the outside influence is the Knight of Pentacles and the reverse position. Ooh. So that would be Harry. Harry's not with her. Harry is not interested in her. Harry is not going to war for her anymore. Harry's not going to battle for her anymore. Harry's not going to stick up for her anymore. And not only that, but she's giving up as well. She's starting to feel like she's been totally beat out. She knows she's been beat out. And so this is very much a loser position. And their energy's low, the vibration's low. They just don't feel like they can beat out anyone. And so this is just an anti-battle card, just saying giving up, just giving up here. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So, And they're lazy. They're kind of lazy. There's a lot of stagnation. Everything's unfinished. All their projects are unfinished. They're not reliable. There's no reliability there. Because in the upright, this is someone who's very reliable. So Harry's not reliable. She's not reliable. They don't have the Three of Pentacles and the perseverance and reliability that Catherine has. So she knows they don't have that reliability. Okay, so the next position is the 9th position, is the hopes and fears. So the hope and fear is the 9 of Wands, and it's in the reverse position. So with the 9 of Wands in the reverse position is isolation ends. She wants this whole isolation to come to an end. She wants to come out and to be in the news. She wants to be out there. I believe she's so silent right now because she's been told to, because she's had so many multiple failures. She's kind of gone quiet lately. And I think it has been something that's been put on her by her own PR team, her own, Sunshine Sacks. All of that is telling her lay low, because everything's been such a failure. You need to lay low so that you can rise up in a little bit. We'll just let everyone forget stuff for a while. Just be quiet for a while. But she's so anxious, she wants to come back out. She wants the publicity. She wants the attention. She likes the battles, and she's lost the battle. With this 9 in reverse, she feels no abundance, no fulfillment whatsoever. Her energy's running low. Her ambitions were running low. She is feeling very kind of distraught and isolated and trying to weather the storm in essence. She's just trying to weather the storm. And the final outcome in this situation is she is going to try and be a 10 of Cups upright. She's going to try and paint herself as having it all, emotionally having it all in total emotional fulfillment. So that is what she's going to try and seed here. She's going to seed that we are totally emotionally fulfilled here. Despite they're doing so well, oh, well, so are we. Look how great we are. We're doing fantastic. You know, we're beautiful. We're great. Our life is wonderful. But that's not what the case is, as we can see here. It's just not what's happening. But she likes to paint it and she likes to spin it that way because she has to win. You know, we got this card here. She needs to win. She's got this here. She wants to win. This energy here, the decision in the situation is I'm going to look like the winner, and I'm going to do it by looking like I have total emotional fulfillment as well. If she has emotional fulfillment, well, so do I. So do I. And no, she doesn't. No, she does not have it. Not at all. So that is that. Yeah. So let's find out. How did Harry feel? What was Harry's mood? Because Harry really had a great relationship with her at one time. I mean, they really were close, bonded, and had a beautiful energy between the two of them. And she's still kind to him, you know. She's got this kind heart. Catherine is, she's Miss Kind, is what she is. She's absolute kindness, generosity, and graciousness. So how did Harry feel about Catherine? What was Harry thinking? I'm just going to pull... I think I'm just going to do the horseshoe spread, and I'm going to pull 5 cards on this one. It's called the horseshoe spread. So with the horseshoe spread, Harry, how did Harry feel about Catherine's? Okay, here's the first card. I'm going to take the ones that pop out. We got here Judgment in reverse. So he thinks that basically it's poor judgment for whatever reason. He doesn't think that it's fair. There's unfairness here because this would be truth and justice and fairness. It's a pity position. Everything's unfair. It's a woe's me position. Justice in reverse. So yeah, he just doesn't feel, he's losing. He knows he's losing too. So they're both losers. They both know they're losers. And this is the present position. So they're losing. They're losing. Nothing's fair. You know, why don't they blow the trumpet for us on how truthful we are? They know they're lying. They know they're deception. They know they've got this inner critic and self-doubt going on. So yes, let's get some more. Here we go. That came, and then this came. So this position here is the present desires. His present desire is to be the King of Wands. He wants to be the leader. He wants to be a ruler. He wants to be seen as a ruler. He wants to be seen as someone who can take on the charisma, Mr. Charisma. He wants to be Mr. Charisma. Because wands really are about charisma and a charismatic battle. A lot of them are. It is about attention and getting attention and business and being seen and being in the news and in the public eye. He likes it. He wants it. He is not triggered by the camera snaps, you guys. He's not triggered by that little, the flash of the camera like he says he does. That's an absolute lie. He wants to be the king of wands. And his brother is, more than likely. And I think this is him and his energy wanting to compete with his brother here. And he wants to be seen as a leader with straightforward energy and taking charge of the spotlight. He wants to take charge of the spotlight. That's unfair. We're going to take charge of the spotlight, Megan, or I'm going to take charge of the spotlight because they're really not working well together right now. So I think he's going to try and clean up his act. As he has been, he is waking up. He's going to try and clean up his act and try and snag some of the spotlight for himself. And I think he thinks he's going to do that with the work that he's doing now and what he has on the table, that his time's going to come, and then this will flip to this way is how I think he thinks. Oh, all of a sudden it's going to be fair because I will be in the spotlight. They might got the spotlight for now, but that's going to flip. And that's what his mind is thinking. It's going to flip. And so this position here, lo and behold, we have the 7 of Swords in the reverse position once again. So he wants to make amends too for his lies and deception. And this is the unexpected. The unexpected in the situation is he knows he truly wants to make amends. He truly wants to make amends, just like his wife does. Okay, and the immediate future in the horseshoe spread is the Three of Wands in the upright position. So Three of Wands is spirit of adventure and to improve oneself. He's ready for his next challenges, and he wants to be seen as someone who has integrity and that he's growing, and he's going to bust through those clouds of life, and he's going to get some growth going. He's going to grow again because he has not been growing. He's been in this dark, dark, dark place. He wants to start growing again, but he knows he's got to make amends for his lies. He knows he wants to be seen with someone with integrity, and he doesn't. And he does feel like everything's unfair, unfair. Poor me, woes me, Mr. Has. Mr. Has is very much a Mr. Woes me boy. He really does play pity. Okay, and he is feeling weak. Outcome. He feels weakened. He cannot control himself from within. He's literally starving. He's starving of not being, I mean, look at that lion there. You know, he feels depleted, completely, utterly depleted by not being with them, because the lion there is the symbol of the royal family, and not taking him back and being able to tame himself from within is what's caused this position here. And he knows it. He knows if he was able to do this, he wouldn't be in this position. So he did this to himself. I think he knows it because he cannot control himself. He cannot control that beast within himself. He cannot control that. I was just watching Dexter, you guys, that dark passenger. He's got a little dark passenger of a starving lion inside of him, and he can't control that lion. That lion is starving for attention and fuel, and I need strength. He needs the family for strength, and he's losing steam day by day, month by month. This 2 years of being in Montecito, he is literally like this starving lion at this point in time. This is really how he feels. He's losing it all, literally. He wants back. He wants to get back in this position so he can be a well-fed lion by the family, embraced, and then he can feel like maybe he can get some self-control back. But everything is out of control. Everything is out of control. He knows it. He really is thinking maybe this will flip and things will feel more fair if he can get positive reviews on his book. But I'm hoping, and I should do a spread on it, if he's going to be able to pull back on it, if he's going to be able to put a hold on it. The fact that he hired a ghostwriter might be complicated because he signed a contract. More than likely, he signed a contract. How do you get out of that contract? So maybe he can do a switcheroo on the book, is what somebody suggested, and actually throw Markle under the bus and postpone it. Wouldn't that be something? So I will probably be doing that tomorrow. And then under the surface here, what I have here is the moon in the reverse position. It is confession time. It's confession time about all his lies and deception. So he can make amends. He's got to come clean. And everything he's been living, he knows was a lie. Markle painted a lie. It was smoke and mirrors. It was Hollywood. Let's recreate Hollywood. Everything is just what you put out there, Harry. They'll believe it because I know Hollywood, Harry. And everything's smoke and mirrors. If they can do it, we can do it. And he just bought into this whole drama of what she could do for him. And now he's realizing he's got to do confession time of their whole storyline together, of how they planned and cultivated this domination they thought they were going to have on the West Coast. And it's falling completely, utterly flat. So they're both in a despaired mind. They're both unhappy, trying to make themselves look like winners, or that they can recreate themselves like usual and that we can grow, we can be strong. No, they're in a very, very weakened state right now. And that is not going to change. I think it's just going to steamroll over them. It's not going to get better. It's going to keep getting worse because they are so disliked. They're not going to be able to turn this around. But being this clouded insight, not having a lot of self-realization, they can't see it because they're not self-aware. They have no self-realization, no self-awareness whatsoever. And so they're blinded to themselves. They can't see past their own nose. I hope you guys enjoy this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.